Hello, my name is Mackenzie. I'm in 10th grade and I participated in Girl Venture's 11-day backpacking trip on the Rise. I must say, everyone looks very different, clean. Fair warning, when I am behind a mic, I usually have an instrument of some kind, so public speaking is new to me. But at Girl Ventures, we're all about trying new things, so. Which is fortunate, because asking for help until recently was also a new thing for me. It wasn't easy, because society teaches us that to ask for help is to admit that you can't do something on your own, and that it's a sign for weakness, so I just never bothered. For example, a few years ago, I was suffering from an eating disorder. I never told anyone, I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell my friends or my family, and not for a long time anyway. I don't talk about it that much now. Even after my parents knew, I didn't want them to help. I never told them what they could do, no matter how many times they asked. I saw what it did to them, and I didn't want to hurt them any more than I thought I already had. What I didn't see was that they cared, and they just really wanted me to be happy, and one of my biggest regrets to this day is that I didn't realize that. I was lucky enough to have parents and therapists and friends who didn't give up on me, which is why I'm here today, healthier than I've ever been. My experience, though not a perfect analogy, reminded me of a study I read called Rat Park. It was an experiment where psychologists took rats, put them individually in cages, alone, fed them, and gave them a choice. Drink water that was plain or drink water laced with morphine. Almost all of the rats in the individual cages drank and became addicted to the morphine water and eventually died of an overdose. The psychologists then took the same number of rats, fed them the same food, gave them the same choices for water, but this time put them together in a cage. Almost none of the rats drank the morphine water, and those that did not become addicted to it. The scientists concluded that when there's more social support and more community, better choices are made. So back this past summer, I was fortunate to meet amazing people on my Girl Ventures backpacking course. There was not morphine water, but there were challenges. And on the trail, you just can't do it by yourself. You really can't. You are only as strong as your weakest link. You know how it goes. And during the trip, I had a terrible migraine when we were climbing up Mount Langley. While normally I would have dealt with it on my own, I found that my small group was so willing to be a supportive community. I leaned on my community and learned that people don't mind helping. Though nowhere near as serious as an eating disorder, it's still important to know that you have support. In fact, with something so comparatively less important, it is almost more difficult to ask for help. It was great to have a community that was not only willing to help, but offered it when I was too afraid to ask. Our society values the independent person, but don't allow that ideal to destroy your social community. I think now, in these challenging times, it is more important than ever to realize that we are stronger together. Thank you.